In God's plan, we've already seen that he asks Mary to be a part of bringing the Savior into the world. But how does that happen? Because we know that once Adam and Eve sinned, all of humanity now inherits this original sin. But God is without sin. And if he's going to come into the world, then he needs to be born a perfect human being with no sin. Well, where's he going to get that if every single person has sin in them? So God's plan looked ahead, and he saw that Mary would be the woman to save us by bringing in Jesus into the world. So in order to prepare Mary for this moment of the Annunciation, when she would say yes to helping him save the world, he preserved her from sin in what we call the Immaculate Conception of Mary. In other words, when Mary was conceived in her mother's womb before she was born, she was saved from original sin. That God already knew that Jesus would die on the cross and save everyone from sin, and he applied that to Mary at the first moment of her life when she was in the womb of her mother. That's what it means to be conceived immaculately, without original sin. So Mary was saved like all of us were saved. She was saved in a different way. It's kind of like walking on a journey, on a trail. And if there's a hole in the ground, someone could fall into that hole. Well, how do you save them? If they already fell in the hole, you reach in and you lift them out. That's how God saves every one of us. But Mary, what happened as Mary was walking towards that hole in the ground, God reached out, put his hand out, and kept her from falling in the first place. Mary was saved just like all of us, but she never touched original sin. The church has always believed this. The church fathers used to talk about this, and everyone in the church acknowledged this, but the church didn't really proclaim it as a dogma, and that means a strong teaching that we all believe, until December 8th, 1854. And when the Holy Father declared that, December 8th became the feast of the Immaculate Conception, when we celebrate Mary being conceived without sin in her mother's womb, so that she could bring Jesus to us without sin as well.